Hey guys, so today I want to do a deep dive into content and why it's important for personal branding, whether you are a musician or an executive in the music industry. The main thing about today is we live in a world where we're digitally connected. We are a one-stop shop for so many different things. And personal branding has been important. Everybody has a personal brand, but it's even more so important because of the type of connectivity we have on the internet. Now, the most important thing, in my opinion, is I think if we are trying to promote ourselves, promote our services, we need to develop our own personal brands. And we need to develop content around the things that we're at least trying to sell, or things that match the goals that we're trying to brand ourselves as. So for example, I'm a songwriter, but I also do content work. And my main thing is I I'm I have a vlog that is centered around the things that I do, but also the things that I want to do are the things I'm selling to people. So I document my daily progress as an upcoming songwriter, an emerging music entrepreneur, and business professional. And I document that, my journey through the music business. And why is this important? Why is this important, at least from my perspective, in terms of what I do? Because marketing matters in anything you do. You know, whether you have a company or whether you're selling a service, whether you're a songwriter, the big people in the industry all have developed a name for themselves. Now, before this internet and new media came around that we have today, it was all mostly informal. You would have to, make the phone calls, go to these conferences, shake hands, and you still have to do that today. But with the rise of the internet, it's an added plus. Since communication and information has sped up, the access of it, that means somebody across the world from you can take your spot. Before, it might take days, weeks, or even years for that to happen, but now it's a matter of seconds. So we have to keep up with the times. So branded content is so important, and you don't have to have a huge audience. For example, you can create content around the 5,000, 10,000 people that really matter, or the gatekeepers. You can curate content, whether it's on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, your choice, and you can curate content, develop a voice, storytell, and build that reputation. Everything's around reputation, and I think it is a major mistake for any artist to forget about this. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I've been to dozens of seminars or music conferences around the country: Miami, Atlanta, New York. And one thing I do realize is that most songwriters and musicians, when there's valuable information, they usually focus on the licensing and publishing, and they forget about the digital side, the marketing. Marketing is so important. I know the licensing is where you make money off of the craft that you make, the songs that you make, the masters, but marketing is as important, and we need to keep up to date in what we do. So I mean, this is my perspective. I'm sharing you my perspective. I think everybody should at least, invest into the platforms that complement the music industry, from YouTube to TikTok. You know, there's lots of beautiful things happening in these platforms, and it's a mistake. It is a mistake not to invest in these platforms. Now, if you want to talk about the type of content you want to curate, that's up to you. What do you feel comfortable doing? Or what is best for you? So I think you would have to brainstorm around those ideas and to even get started, but at least have something that you could tell the world what you're about. You know, for example, and this is my last example, I'm wrapping up here. There's millions upon millions of songwriters or content creators, or, you know, millions of people with different professions. Who do you think get the accolades or the deals? Are the ones who have a brand. When you go on Google and you type in songwriting, or you're looking up for some sort of information, the people who have managed to start a brand, whether it's tutorials on YouTube, whether it's podcasts, the whole 9 yards, the people who have managed to do that consistently and be able to build an audience, they get called to do the big conferences, do the speeches, and it's such a beautiful thing. And most of them, not too long ago, they had no followers, had no influence. So any of you who might watch this right now can start a brand, can produce some sort of content, can become an authority in whatever you do. Whether it's engineering, being an artist, whether it's a songwriter, and you can start getting those calls that you always wanted, or at least use that as a way to complement the things that you're already doing. I just wanted to share this video, and I wanted to give that perspective because I think it's very important. And I think a lot of artists are dropping the ball when it comes to content production and content marketing, because we all need marketing, and not just focus on the music business stuff, the nitty-gritty of the music business, but we also need to focus on what the reality in the marketing world is. So that's my perspective, and I hope you're having a wonderful and beautiful day.